So today I'm going to make pizza bases, and I decided to make a video on that to show you how to make them, because I don't think I have done them for some times now, and especially since it's changed a little bit. So what you will need the magic mix, and you will need 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, and then the other thing what you would need is water only. So we can skip the apple cider vinegar now. Now if you still wish to put it in, you can, and you will need some parchment papers. I like to do mine this way, and I'm going to show you why I do them, why I do mine this way. It's the easiest way. So if you cut up 4 pieces of parchment paper, it's about maybe 7 to 8 inches in diameter. So we're going to actually roll the dough out on these. It's the best and easiest way to make it. So you will need a medium-sized mixing bowl. Into this we will measure out 1 3/4 cup of warm water, which is about 435 ml. I mean 435 ml and no more than that. And just give me a moment, it's a little too full, so I can't pour it. Now here. So it's warm water. So first goes in 1 cup, and hopefully goes in and not everywhere else. So 1 cup, and then I need a 1/2 cup, and then I'm going to just add the 1/4 cup. So 1 3/4 cup of warm but not boiling hot water, and then you will need 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, ideally. So 1 and 2, and then just pour in the dry mix, the magic mix. This guy here, apologies, but I have my little mix here in my jug. So there, all went in. And so what I do with this, I'm going to put it in the mixer and mix it till it's fully combined. You could use your hands. You don't necessarily have to use an electric mixer with this, but it just makes it easier. So here I have my dough mixed. I just want to make sure I get all of it there. Again, as with every other mix, when you have your hands wet, the dough is not going to stick to it. So scrape all of that out. It sticks together nicely. Put that all out on the counter or on your worktop there. Shape it into a nice ball, sort of. You can measure it out with your scale, which I usually do, but today I just wanted to make it nice and quick. So this makes you about 4 7-inch pizza bases. So what it means, we're going to cut it into 4 sort of even sizes. There. Again, have your wet hands like that, and then shape little pizza rolls. You can start sort of flatten them out. It could be done all with by hand only, or you can use a rolling pin. I'm going to show you both ways. Okay, so get your hands wet. There. So I have my 4 pizza dough rolls almost ready. It's a good thing with this, it's not like a yeast dough when you have to let it rise and then work it again and then let it rise again. So it's easy peasy. There. So you got your 4 pieces of parchment paper. It's a lot easier again if you get these wet. So I'm just gonna get them wet a little bit. So literally just under the tap. They're just a little bit wet. So move these guys out of the way and put the parchment paper down. Maybe closer to me a little bit. I hope you can see it like that. You do. So then again, your parchment paper goes on the table, pizza dough on the top of it. I need to move this guy a little bit. I'm trying to make sure you see everything. And so with your rolling pin, you just start going around to try and aim for a nice round shape. just like that. Now the little secret with this pizza base is to never ever thin out the edge, and that's why I'm not gonna go all the way with the rolling pin, but I'm gonna get my wet hands and I'm going to use this part of my hand. I will sort of keep my hand in this position. So this is what I'm using to shape my pizza base. So I want to make sure the edge is nice and thick, so I'm just gonna go around it, pressing it down, round and round and round, and whenever it goes out of shape, what you can do is just kind of bring it back into shape, but never thin out the edge. So that way you're gonna have a nice thicker crust around the edge. So keep going. And you know, there's one thing I forgot to get. I need a fork to make some hole on this pizza base, so it's not gonna all puff up for me in one big pillow. There. Now I usually do it a lot quicker, but I just wanted to show you nice and slowly. So this is that bit of my hand what I'm using. Now again, if it goes out of shape, you can just kind of bring it back in. Have your water handy so you can get your hands wet. I just need to get a fork and poke a few holes into my pizza base, and then move it on to my baking tray. Now you don't even need a tray for this. If you wanted just to put these on the rack in the oven, that's an absolute option there. So one goes there, and then I go on to the next one. And then I see you back. Oh no, actually maybe show you how to do it just with hands without using the rolling pin if you're not comfortable with the rolling pin. Some people find it just makes it more difficult. So you press down your dough and then you just start going in circles like I did before. Now it's slipping around a little bit on the parchment paper because it's nice and wet. So you keep moving it around and pressing it down. If it goes out of shape, just fix it. It's basically like Play-Doh. My little 2-year-old is mad about Play-Doh, so we make lots of pizza Play-Dohs lately, and lots of pizza or Play-Doh ice creams and all that. So it's like playing with Play-Doh. It's really not a difficult task to do. The secret with them, never ever thin out the edge. If you make it, press it down like this, it won't rise for you. But then again, if you did, as I said, it's like a Play-Doh. Bring it back in, fix the edge, and then keep going, keep going, keep going. There. That's about it. Oh, there's a little crack on that one. Yeah. Don't forget the holes. Just don't want to close there. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it. And goes onto the tray again. So back here doing my last one. So I had my oven heated up to 175, 180 degrees. I find everybody's oven is different. So if you think in general your oven is hotter than what you think it should be, then just set it for 175. If you think it doesn't give out great heat, set it up to 180 or maybe 185. Now these pizza bases gonna go in for about 25 to 27 minutes. There, this is my last one. These are so low on carbs. When you put them into the calculator, it gives you 0 gram net carbs, because there is about 0.7 gram net carbs in them. So they're gonna go into the oven for about 25 to 27 minutes, depending on your oven, at 180, 175 degrees, and then I'll see you back here when they're done. So after baking them for about, I baked them for about 27 minutes today. Now I think I could have done a little bit less. So the easiest way really is to make them on these parchment papers, and then once they're done, you let them cool a little bit and just peel off the parchment paper. They do will soften. They're really sort of crispy now, but they do will soften for you. They last in the fridge for up to a week, but you can wrap them and freeze them. Oh, this stuck on the end, which wasn't supposed to happen. Like that. You could even freeze them on the parchment with the parchment paper on them. So next time when you want to put them in the oven, all you have to do is you take them out, defrost them. Defrosting them doesn't take too long. It really only takes maybe a half an hour. Just put your topping on it. I love tomatoes, a bit of oregano, maybe cheese, pepperoni, paprika, and mushrooms. That would be sort of my choice. And then, because these are baked, all you need to do is basically grill or bake your topping. So maybe about 10 minutes in the oven, at around 180, 190 degrees, and that's all. And so I'll just peel another one off. These come off a little bit easier after you let them cool completely. These are still a little bit warm now. Yeah. So that's your pizza bases. There's 4 of them. So to make these, we use the Magic Mix. These pizza bases work out, well, it says in the calculation they're 0 gram carbs, but it's realistically 0.7 gram carbs. So it's less than 1 carb, so the calculator app doesn't actually count them. So the Magic Mix makes you 4 of these, guys, and you can top them with whatever you want, or you can also use the Magic Mix for the artisan style bread. And the Magic Mix is on offer now at the minute. It's 25% off. Just use the code Magic Mix at the checkout to avail the offer. Thank you for watching. Hope it helped.